What's up everyone, Terraquake here, and welcome on back to our Pokemon Glazed walkthrough. In the last part we checked out Route 44, 43, and the Lake of Rage. Most of which, well, I guess the latter of two were sort of just optional. So Route 44 though we had to go through because that brings us into the Ice Path, and you're immediately going to notice that the Ice Path looks a bit different. However, there are still no trainers in here, just like the regular Johto games, and we're actually going to be taking on the final gym today here in Johto, so big time stuff. I do believe the Ice Path is relatively straightforward, so that's kind of the good thing, and we'll go ahead and just replace the Max Repel that we just used, I guess. But yeah, I hope you guys are all having a good Monday, a good start to the week. It is now September. Well, for y'all, it's been September for a little longer, but I don't know, man. We're really starting to get into that fall season now, kind of, you know. I'm sure it's still hot in a lot of areas. Alright, I don't know if there's any, like, difficult ice puzzles here. There is the Never Melt Ice. I mean, we are in the Ice Path after all, so we're gonna expect to see that sort of stuff. But let's keep on surfing. Yeah, surf is gonna be the one thing you do need in here. And yeah, today, as I said, we're taking on the final gym. This is honestly probably gonna be our toughest gym up to this point, so I'm a little worried. Anyways, I don't think... Okay, well, no, you can break this boulder, and that's going to take you to the ladder over here. So you do need Rock Smash as well. You need Rock Climb too. I mean, come on, we're in the post game, you know. What's with all the HMs right now? But yeah, go ahead and slide down kind of the middle of that ice puzzle, if you can even call this a puzzle, and you'll pick up a rare candy right there. Let's go up the ladder, and I'm pretty sure we're right at the end already. Yeah, okay, looks like you can go down the middle of this one, and that'll give you a nugget. And we will be in Blackthorn City. So yeah, there's been some new cities here in the post-game, but Blackthorn City is still here. It is snowy, though, which is kind of cool, you know. Nice to see Blackthorn City in the snow. But anyways, you can head south to Route 45 and Route 46 if you want. Also, this guy will offer a trade. I'm not going to do it, though. I think he's looking for a Dragonair. Bucko, I already got a Dragonite, man. What you want me to do? But yeah, so you can do some extra training south of here, but I think I'm actually just going to save that for the next episode. And I don't really know why I'm healing my mons, but whatever, we might as well do it. But yeah, I just, you know, I don't really think I need to do the extra training. I'd rather just go ahead and take on the gym while we're here. So yeah, you've got Pokemon Center Pokemar. Up here is the Move Deleter and Move Relearner. Now, I think there was a Move Deleter in Tunod, right? I could be wrong about that. Other than that, I don't think Blackthorn City is, you know, popping too much. You know, just your typical houses. I can't remember, is the Dragon's Den still behind the gym? I want to say it is, but I don't know. Let's find out. Okay, yeah, it is. Look at that, they've upgraded. They got, like, new statues outside and everything. But hey, biggest thing is to take down the final gym here in Johto. So that's what we are gonna start to do. So, I think, I don't know, this could definitely be one of the tougher gyms because it is still ran by Claire. It's still a Dragon-type gym. So, you know, you're only gonna be able to hit super effective with Dragon and Ice. But I'm pretty sure all you gotta do is talk to each of the trainers. There's not really a real puzzle or anything in here. And I'm pretty sure they all only have one mon, which is kind of nice, because, you know, the trainers and the battles will go by pretty quickly. But yeah, Dragonite's probably going to be like a main mon that I'm using in here. Even though we are weak to Dragon, we are also super effective with Outrage. Now, if we still had Dragon Rage or something, you know, it'd be a different story. But fortunately, we don't. I'll probably try to give some other people some action as well. But yeah, you're going to just see Pokemon almost in the 70s, so the battle against Claire could be one of the toughest. Anyways, yeah, you do have to fight all the trainers, though, because beating them will, like, lower these spikes or whatever. This is reminding me a lot of Bowser's Castle. You know, we got lava everywhere, there's some spikes and whatnot. But yeah, so far this week's been good for me. I can tell you one thing, I'm kind of pumped right now because I've been getting spoiled with horror games dropping this week. You know, I've had a bunch on my wish list on Steam. And I've been waiting to stream a bunch of them. And yesterday we actually just got done streaming The Lightkeeper, which was a horror game that came out on Sunday on Steam. That one was insane. There's a new one that came out today that I'm going to stream pretty soon. And then next Monday, actually the day this video goes up, there's another game coming out that I've been looking forward to. So, no, it's good times. It's good times, I gotta say. Alright, Intimidate kinda sucks. Sand, okay, he outsped us. Luckily, I mean, that's just Fly, so I'm not really too worried. You know, I'll probably go back and heal after I take down the trainers, simply because I want to make sure I got full PP with Outrage going into the gym leader fight, because, you know, all the trainers in here have 1 Mon, but not the gym leader. Yeah, Claire's gonna have, like, a team of 5, I think. But down goes Sal. Wonder where Murr and Joe are at. Get it? Because, like, Impractical Jokers? I don't know. Me and my brother used to watch the show all the time. Anyways, yo, I should just stop with the humor. Maybe I should just start doing every episode with just the most monotone voice ever. Just, hey guys, welcome back to the series. We're fighting the gym today. I don't know, would y'all rock with that or not? Alright, down goes Garchomp. I think I'm gonna use Toxicroak for the last Mon, by the way. Anyways, no, I would not do that. That is not my, I mean, come on, that's not my personality, I feel like. But yeah, today, we also got Mega Malamar, the release of Mega Malamar. So be sure to let me know y'all's thoughts in the comments. Personally, I went ahead and saw the trailer for it. Once again, I do really like how, you know, these trailers are different. It's not just like a gameplay trailer, you know, a regular Pokemon Presents. You know, they're like some cool, unique trailer. This one was like live action too, which is kind of cool. But, yeah, Mega Malamar, really interesting design. When I first saw it, I was a little skeptical. I think it's okay, though. Like, if I had to rank the 4 that have come out so far, I still have Victory Bell up top. I think Victory Bells is just perfect, man. Just matches the goofiness there. But I would probably put Malamar second, I would think. And then Hawlucha third. Dragonite, I'm sorry. And I'm literally using a Dragonite right now in this series, but I don't know. I can't get behind it, man. But yeah, Mega Malamar was pretty cool. Now, I only really saw the trailer. I don't think... I mean, I would doubt it has a new typing or anything, since it already was, what, Dark and Psychic? But yeah, the, like, tentacles on it are pretty crazy, so... Hey, as always, you know, be sure to let me know y'all's thoughts. We are just over a month away from the release of Legend ZA, which is kind of wild. I mean, we first heard about Legend ZA, like, over a year ago, and it's almost time for the game to be out. And I guess... I mean, it seems like as we've gotten closer to the game, they are more keen on dropping some of these megas. Okay, so, man, I mean, really Dragonite's like my best bet, at least for the start of the fight. He's definitely going to be the MVP today. I'm actually probably going to save, because again, this battle can be pretty tough. And, I mean, you know, I probably should just take the loss on the chin. So what if I got to lose some Pokédollars? But, you know, better to be safe than sorry. Maybe my game crashes. That would suck. So yeah, let's get to it. This is going to be badge number 16, despite what our profile says right there. And this is Claire. As I said before, she's trying to do her best Bowser impression, apparently. So yeah, after this, we are going to be good to take on the Elite Four here in Johto, because there is a whole nother Pokemon League here in Johto, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, there you go, Garchomp starting at level 69. I want to say her ace is going to be 70 or 71, somewhere around there. But yeah, I'm done with classes for the day. I'm just trying to record this video, and then I'm trying to go catch some more legendaries for the, what's it called? Oh my goodness, she's flexing on us with a shiny Druddigon. I did not know she had a shiny Druddigon. I wonder if she has any more. That's crazy, though. Is that the first trainer in this game that we've seen have a shiny? It's kind of interesting, though, because I feel like you don't see a ton of trainers have shinies. Alright, Salamence is coming out. I'm going to switch just because we do have another super effective Mon. Now, Intimidate's going to suck, but I do feel like Rhyperior can still handle it. But yeah, no, we're really close to being done with our Pokemon Omega Ruby walkthrough, which is pretty insane. Only really have like 2 more episodes, and I'm going to be recording the second to last one right after this. Okay, Dragon Dance, a little scary. I mean, good thing is we have really good defense. What's not good is us missing Rock Blast, though. So he's going to set up some more, and now we're really in a pickle if we, you know, don't really start to do some damage. The Intimidate doesn't help either. I don't know, I'd at least like 3 Rock Blasts here. That would be kind of nice. Now, all 5, you know, would be ideal. Okay, you're only going to give me 3. Alright. Really, I just needed 4, actually. Well, let's see what's gonna happen. I mean, we know Salamence probably has Fly or something, and okay, yeah, she has Earthquake. We are cooked here. Well, Spike, you kind of did that one to yourself, okay? Yo, insert that one, never mind, you lived. Okay, just don't miss Rock Blast. There we go. But yeah, I was about to say, insert that DJ Khaled clip where he says, like, congratulations, you played yourself. Because that's about what happened to Rhyperior. So yeah, watch out for Salamence for sure. And I'm assuming more of her mons have Dragon Dance. So, you know, I don't really know how much time you have to set up in this fight. But just, you know, keep that in mind. And, ooh, Ice Beam's a little tough. Yeah, Kingdra is her ace also. I wouldn't be surprised if I just die right here. I was hoping I'd outspeed. Did not really remember Kingdra being that quick of a mon. It's alright, though. We'll, you know, we'll make do. Maybe the game really wanted me to get in some other mons here in this fight. Alright, so I'm just gonna go to Toxicroak. Getting a poison would be pretty cool here with Sludge Bomb. Okay, that's not too bad. Now the funny thing is, don't I have Dry Skin or no? I don't know if I have Dry Skin on Ribby here. If I do, then I'm pretty sure that makes us immune to water, so I'm not too worried about that Rain Dance. Leftover's pretty annoying. And, okay, I do not have Dry Skin, and it also seems like we're at a speed tie. Unless she has Swift Swim, which could be the case. Either way, Sludge Bomb's going to do some good damage. Unfortunately, we are going to die after this turn, but we do get the poison, so that basically, like, cancels out her leftovers, which is pretty nice. And this will get Toxicroak to level 75. He's going to stay as the top mon on the team, I guess. And, oh, I have a Rain Dish. Oh, yeah, that's just so useful here. But she goes for a full restore. Okay, I mean, doesn't really help me a lot, if I'm going to be honest. Claire has to be that big whiny baby. I wonder if she'll be like that in this game. But, you know, she doesn't give you the badge straight away until you go to the Dragon's Den in the normal games. She better just straight up give me the badge, if I'm going to be honest. I ain't playing any games this time around, man. Alright, so we're probably dead here, unless she's, like, dumb for some reason. Nah, okay, that sucks. I'm not too worried about her last mon, though, because we still have Rhyperior alive. For now, okay, I guess he's kind of weak, but for now, let's go into Zeus. I'm hoping she only had one full restore. Yeah, that really sucks, because it got rid of her poison as well. Intimidate does not really do much for us. And she's probably going to keep going for Surf, thanks to the Rain Dance. So, I don't know, the best thing I can do here is just Spark. Maybe Thunder Wave. Thunder Wave's probably better. And you miss Toxic. Deserved. Deserved, if you ask me. Okay, now we're guaranteed to outspeed her. I know she kind of, is getting health back with leftovers, but eventually we're gonna take her out. Yeah, as I said, we took her out right there. Just took a little while, though. She did get off one more Surf, so figured I'd go ahead and cut that out. And last up is Dragonite. Would have loved to do an honor battle here, but I don't have my Dragonite alive. Alright, so I'm actually just going to stay in and unfortunately sack him off, but that's because it's important that we heal up Spike since we are super effective. And I probably should have, like, tried to see if I had a max potion or something. I don't even know if I do, but yeah, you know, we're at those levels now. You know you're at a high level when Hyper Potions stop fully healing your mons. Because, like, anything over 200 HP, you know, it's got to be a high level. Unless it's Blissey. Blissey can probably hit 200 HP at, like, level 20. Alright, here comes Ice Beam. I'm hoping we can take one because it's not stab. Maybe I should have fully healed. No, we lived with 20. Beautiful. No Intimidate this time around. Still gonna take 3 or 4 Rock Blasts. Let's see, this one's gonna come down to like a roll. Ooh, I think that was a high roll, it looked like it. Alright, well there we go, that is all 8 gym badges in the Johto region. Yeah, our post-game conquest continues. It's not quite over, but we're getting there. And she does give you the Rising Badge straight away. She's gonna give you the TM for Dragon Claw as well. Man, should I give that to Dragonite? I don't really know. I'm not too sure. And yeah, she kind of talks about the Pokemon League there too. Now, one thing I want to do before ending off this episode, because next time we're going to kind of go south of here through Route 45 and then start the trek to the Pokemon League. But I want to just quickly take a look at the Dragon's Den, make sure there's nothing crazy I'm missing there. My little guide over here actually doesn't even cover it. So, hey, if the guide doesn't got y'all, I got y'all, all right? But yeah, I got a comment recently about someone asking, like, how much longer do we have in this series? And, I mean, I gotta say, I'm not too sure exactly, but there's some good content in the post-game, because there's still stuff to do, even after we defeat the Johto League. So, we'll see, man. I would give it at least, like, 8 more episodes, 7 more episodes, maybe 6. 6 or 7 would probably be pretty good right there. And it's kind of funny, because Omega Ruby, I'm pretty sure I started after Pokemon Glazed, if I'm not mistaken. However, we're definitely going to finish Omega Ruby before we finish this one, but just goes to show how jam-packed Pokemon Glazed is. Alright, so here is the Dragon's Den. Not sure if there's any trainers. Oh, there are trainers down here. Okay. Well, apparently there's 4 Dragon Tamers, and if I know... Okay, I already have them up front. I was double-checking. I was about to say, if I know anything about Dragon Tamers, I should probably have Dragonite up front. But yeah, why not? Let's go ahead and cover this section. Man, the Dragon Tamers, though, that sprite, it always reminds me of Dracula with, like, the giant cape they're wearing. But then their hair, now their hair kind of looks like Ludwig from, the Koopalings. Kind of got that V-shaped hair. Gosh, Ludwig, I always remember for being one of the hardest boss battles, though. And I'm not saying, like, New Super Mario Bros. Wii or anything is super difficult, but out of all the Koopaling battles, I would say Ludwig's one of the tougher ones, because, like, isn't he the one where you're kind of on the floating platforms, Like, you can't just... I mean, if you fall off, you're cooked, so... Yeah. Anyways, these guys, are we sure they're even real people? They sound like robots, because they, like, all say the same thing. Now, I don't know if you need Whirlpool in here. Is Whirlpool even an HM in this game? I don't think it is. So, I don't know. Hopefully it's not dive or anything. Hopefully we can just surf around, because I'm not trying to give anyone more HMs. So we have enough, man. And I bet you, yeah, this guy's going to have the whole Hydreigon line. But yeah, tomorrow I got to take an exam for one of my classes, which is just lovely. But, I mean, here's the thing, tomorrow's a Thursday. And for me right now, the thing about Thursdays is just get through Thursdays, because I'm basically off after that. I don't have class on Friday, which is very nice. And, okay, we're trying to get Hyper Beam. If you know me, I've never been a big fan of... I mean, I know they're really good and stuff, but I've never been a huge fan of moves that make you recharge. So I'm not really gonna get, Hyper Beam or Giga Impact. Same goes for moves that do recoil damage, too. Even, like, Takedown, I'll always try to look for something other than Takedown. But there we go, down goes Hydreigon. That's one of, like, the few Hydreigons you see in a Pokemon game that is actually valid, because it's level, like, 70. It's not like Ghetsis' level 50 Hydreigon or whatever he uses in the Unova games. Alright, let's just kind of zigzag, make sure we're not missing anything. Here's the back of the little, place that sits here. There's a Braille message right there. If anyone knows Braille, I'm sure you got that one covered. For me, whenever it comes to going after the Reggies and stuff, I'm just searching up how to do it. And matter of fact, one of the recent episodes in Omega Ruby walkthrough was, hunting down the Reggies. Okay, you have a Seadra. Okay, how are you going to call yourself a Dragon Tamer and one of your mons isn't even a Dragon type? That should go against, like, Dragon Tamer Code 101 or something. Nonetheless, gonna suffer the same fate as everyone else, though, just dying in one hit. Oh, that's annoying, though. Yeah, what annoying part about Seadra is it has Poison Point, and I don't think Kingdra or Horsey gets it. Maybe they do. But it's just Seadra for some reason. Is that, like, the only mon that has Poison Point that isn't a poison type? I want to say it is. I don't know. That's kind of an interesting little situation there. If it was the only mon that has Poison Point that isn't a poison type. I was gonna say Roselia for some reason, but no, Roselia is literally part poison. Even though I think, does it have Poison Point or is it Poison Touch? I forget which ability it is. Heck, it might get both. Alright, just so this doesn't get annoying, I've got 30 full heals, might as well use one. And before we head inside the building, I don't know if there's anything noteworthy in there, but we're definitely gonna make sure we take on trainer number 4 over here. Now we can come up here and grab an item. I'm gonna guess Dragon Fang. Yeah! I mean, come on, man. It's usually up here in the regular games, so... Nah, I definitely just predicted that. I'm a straight-up Psychic type. Did not use context clues at all. Just believe me, my sources trust me, bro. Anyways, yeah, let's take on the final one of the quartet here. Oh, 4 mons. Dude, really? Okay, I mean... I know what I'm doing, though. I'm just gonna sit here and use Outrage. Funnily enough, Outrage has 15 PP in this game. I feel like usually it has 10, but when it's on my side, bro, I'm not going to complain about the extra power points. We are going to get confused here due to fatigue in a second. And does this dude literally have 4 Druddigons? That's actually kind of going to suck because of their rough skin ability. Any move that does contact, you know, you're gonna get some damage put back on you. So, down goes Druddigon number 2. Let's see what he has. Let us see. Oh no, it's a Gabite, okay. Nice little change of pace there. I mean, don't know why it's not a Garchomp. Maybe he wanted to try to be different, because, you know, you see all these trainers in the gym and everything with Garchomp. He was like, ooh, I'm gonna be different and not evolve mine. That's probably like a really dumb decision, because Garchomp is just much, much better. But, yep, down goes Gabite, and one final Mon to take down. And here is a Garchomp, so this Garchomp probably brags to the Gabite that, you know, he's the favorite because he got evolved. Ooh, Dragon Claw's actually kind of tough, though. We might die on this turn, if I'm going to be honest. Yeah, that sucks. Alright, well, who do we go into after that? Really, we don't have many great things. I guess King Boo, because I think we'll outspeed, at least be able to get off some good damage. And don't I still have Levitate? So I don't think we should get affected by Earthquake. But yeah, other than that, like Toxicroak can't do much, Luxray can't do much. Okay, it went for Dig. I'm really curious. You know what? I'm not even going to go into the summary to check or anything. I just want to see if we have Levitate. Let's just see what happens. Oh yeah, I do. I don't know if that's the only ability that Gengar gets. But yeah, this thing can only really go for Dragon Claw now. Or we're just going to get a crit. You know, good way to end off the final battle in this episode. So, Dragon Tamer Grimwald goes down, and we will go check out this house. Now, by the way, all these people said, like, hey, we should battle again, so I'm wondering if this is a thing where you can come back daily. That'd be kind of a nice thing, you know, good little training spot. But, yeah, anyways, people talking about Dragon types, Dragon Masters in here. And then we got the dude chilling up here with a Dragonite. Yeah, you think you're tough or something. I got my own Dragonite, okay? Ignore the fact that it's dead right now. Oh yeah, he'll teach you Draco Meteor. So, Draco Meteor, really strong special attacking Dragon-type move. However, it will harshly lower your special attack after each use. So, you know, it's kind of like Overheat or like Leaf Storm, but for Dragon types. Other than that, though, that's going to do it for this episode. You know, took care of the final gym. Next time we're heading south, and we will officially start the trek to the Johto Pokemon League. For now, though, hope you all enjoyed for real. Have a good rest of your day. Stay safe out there, as always. And until next time, deuces.